It is the one journey we must all take. The only certainty in life is that it ends. What happens in the moment after the last breath leaves the body? Is it just darkness? A sudden stop? Or is it the beginning of the most intense, vivid, and dangerous adventure of our existence? High in the Himalayas, the ancient sages of Tibet didn't just speculate about death. They mapped it. They wrote a guidebook, a manual for the traveling soul. We know it as the Tibetan Book of the Dead, but its true title, Bardo Thodol, translates to something far more powerful: liberation through hearing in the intermediate state. It claims that death is not a wall, but a doorway. And if you know the password, if you know the map, you can step through that door not into oblivion, but into ultimate freedom. Written in the 8th century by the legendary master Padmasambhava and hidden away for centuries, this text was read aloud to the dying and the recently deceased. Why? Because in Tibetan Buddhism, consciousness remains for days after the physical heart stops. The soul enters the Bardo, literally meaning the in-between. It is a hallucinatory state between death and rebirth that lasts for 49 days. Think of the Bardo like a lucid dream, but magnified 1,000 times. Everything you see, hear, and feel is a projection of your own mind. Your fears, your hopes, your karma, they all materialize before you. The Bardo Thodol is the guide that whispers in your ear, "Do not be afraid. These monsters are just your shadows. These lights are just your wisdom. Wake up and be free." The journey begins at the very moment of death. This is the first Bardo, the Chikhai Bardo. As the senses fail and the elements of the body dissolve, earth into water, water into fire, fire into air, the consciousness is stripped naked. Suddenly, there's a flash, the clear light of reality. It is the raw, unconditioned nature of the universe. It is pure, blinding luminosity. The book tells us that if you can recognize this light as your own true nature, if you can merge with it without fear, the cycle of suffering ends instantly. You achieve liberation. You become one with the cosmos. But for most of us, the light is too bright. It is terrifying. We recoil from it in fear, clinging to our ego, our identity. And by looking away, we fall into the next stage. If we miss the clear light, we wake up in the second Bardo, the Chonyid Bardo, the Bardo of luminous emptiness. This is where the real psychological drama begins. The consciousness is bombarded by visions. At first, they are beautiful. The peaceful deities appear, radiant beings of compassion, bathed in soft, inviting colors. They are the personification of our own capacity for love. But if we are attached to our ego, we flee from them too. And then, the visions change. The wrathful deities emerge. Terrifying figures drinking blood, surrounded by flames, making thunderous sounds. This sounds like a nightmare, but the Book of the Dead offers a crucial secret. They are not real. The book screams to the soul, "Do not be afraid. This demon is your own intellect. This fire is your own anger. It is all a projection of your mind." Just as a dreamer realizes they are dreaming and the nightmare dissolves, the soul must realize these are its own reflections. Recognize them, and you are free. Fear them, and you are dragged further down. Having failed to recognize the truth in the first two stages, the soul enters the third Bardo, the Sidpa Bardo, the Bardo of becoming. Here, the memory of the past life fades. The soul is blown about by the winds of karma, like a feather in a hurricane. Panic sets in. A desperate hunger arises, a hunger for a body, The soul begins to see lights again, but these are duller lights, the lights of the 6 realms of existence. It sees visions of future parents, of copulating couples. Driven by desire or instinct, it rushes toward a womb. The Book of the Dead gives final instructions here. Close the womb door. It teaches how to choose a pure birth, or how to meditate to avoid being born into a life of suffering. It is the final chance to influence destiny before the heavy curtain of birth falls once again. For Western psychology, particularly for Carl Jung, this book wasn't just about the afterlife. It was a map of the unconscious mind. Peaceful and wrathful deities are the archetypes that live within us right now. We don't have to wait until we die to face our demons. Every time we confront a trauma, every time we let go of our ego, every time we choose love over fear, we are practicing for the Bardo. The Tibetan Book of the Dead leaves us with a profound paradox. To die well, one must live well. The Bardo is not just after death. We are in a Bardo right now, the Bardo of this light. The instructions are the same. Wake up. Recognize the projections of your mind. And when the clear light comes, do not look away. Thank you for journeying through the in-between with us. Does the idea of the Bardo resonate with your own experiences? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the Grand Tapestry of Belief for more ancient maps of the soul.